Boom, ba ba ba, boom, ba ba ba, boo, do 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 do, do 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 do. Do, 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 do. All right, cool. I've been told tonight is a blue moon, so I decided to stream. Lol. No, I've been trying to get to this stuff for a while, but like every time I have free time, I'm working on other projects, and then before I know it, it's like, oh, let me just do this. And before I know it, it's like, hey, it's been how many months? But that's a different topic. I'm talking about like video game stuff, but like, whatever. So finally got around to this. I got other builds I wanted to get to this month, so I figured I'd just force this out now, even though it's like the settings are not very optimal. It's very bright. I just did a pre-stream. If anybody watched that before this or wants to check it after this, it's just like me editing live and whatever. But anyways, I'm very excited to get to this, you know. Whatever. I'll probably talk about other stuff as we do the review. Well, I'm sorry, the build. But yeah, just want to get to this pretty much quick as I can. I have not really a whole lot of stuff going on. I just have things I want to do today besides this. This is, you know, it's like, where am I in my life right now? Like, F11. No, it didn't work. It's like, I have a bunch of side projects I'm working on, so it's like, pick one side project today or take a day off, and maybe I take a few too many days off and have too many side projects. Like, after this, I want to actually get into prepping another build, especially for this month, outside of the regular circulation system. Speaking of the circulation system thing, and I'm sure I've talked about this once or twice before, but I do cut down my Gundam boxes so that they fit better into like my huge collection. And one method that eluded me for a long time until somebody just randomly mentioned it, like putting the Gunpla boxes you cut down inside the master grade boxes. Such a revolutionary idea. So much room now. I wonder if I have room for more Gunpla. Says the guy with too many Gunpla. So here's what we're working with today. I got them in this many bags. This is actually really cool. I want to talk about that in a second. And yeah, I don't want to have too much clutter on the table. Here's obviously, I'm not going to be completely sure until I finish the build. I usually leave this till after, but I got some leftover stuff here. Just like regular gym parts and like alternate hit pieces. If I'm not mistaken, I'd have to go through the X's in the manual again. So usually save that to the end. Decal stickers and stuff, obviously. I'm not going to put them on until I finish the build. And so yeah, I forgot to get the rotating dish. But that's okay. We'll just do whatever when the time comes. So typically for me when I do master grade builds, and it's been such a long time, or it's always nice to refresh y'all, is I build the internal frame and then I just let it sit for like a few minutes, and then we move on to the next part. Anyways, so this is a relatively special build. I'm not sure if you noticed the box is actually smaller than regular master grade. It's just like a kind of like a really big high grade box actually, now that I think about it. So not a typical size master grade, and of course I think this is the first ever grunt master grade we've ever built, going along with the theme of me building these 3 gyms back to back, just, you know, have some cool grunt gyms. So let's go through here. So yeah, I think what I showed you, yep, okay, so what I showed you before are actual leftovers, which is pretty good to not have that many leftovers. It's also nice to have some at all. And yeah, so another thing I like to do first, for anybody who's brand new or whatever, is we like to build the bottom half first, because like it doesn't make sense to build a torso and just have a torso just standing there. I prefer to build the legs and have it stand and be built literally up, from the ground up. I usually put tabs in here, but I don't have that many tabs to go around, so I gotta find the front page first. Okay. So for building the legs, it does want you to build the waist unit first, which, I guess we'll do that just to humor the manual. And of course, we're going to dump out the whole bag. Try and build it on camera, so like center over here, or over here would be nice. And then we'll put everything done up here. And then I have my tools to the side in case I do end up needing them. Where is my X-Acto knife? If I need it, I'll just have to go look for it if I need it. And then I ran out of pre-labeled bags, so excuse me while I look for what looks like feet. I normally have things a lot better built. This looks like... yeah, that's the inner frame. Cool. So we're just going to skip anything internal, unless we do need to use internal pieces. Doesn't happen sometimes. I'm so all over the place right now. Let me grab... I should have a stand in here, just to have something propped up while we build. There we go. Oh, never mind. I meant to build that earlier. It's no big deal. So anyways, we do have the head, but I did not pre-build the head. And what's interesting for this one is that the head is actually a casing, so there's like nothing in here. It's just a shell. That's cool. We don't normally get that. I've never gotten that before, because normally it's like built into instead of built around, or just like you plop it on. So that's cool. And here we have a bunch of the legs already built up for time saving, and also because like this piece goes into that piece, it might as well stay together the whole time. So we'll go through here, shuffle around a little bit. So it wants some armor pieces. We're not going to do that. Oh, which reminds me. Where are my polycaps? Oh, here it is. Smaller than I thought. It's very small, very few polycaps for this one. Just a standard, typical grunt. You usually get a lot more for even high grades. I'm sure the high grade version of this has a way bigger polycap runner. So I want these two pieces here, which, knowing me, I should have sandwiched them together pre-stream. I just have to identify them. That's going to be some ankle armor, skirt pieces, which it's going to ask me for very soon. Another ankle armor piece. Got some nice leg built up. Probably goes over it. What am I looking for here? What does that even look like? Back skirting armor. Oh, here it is. If I'm not mistaken. Cool. Okay. So parts separator over here if I need it. And it wants a PC2 for the joint. Okay. Do I need a part separator for this? No, I did not sandwich them tightly. Tight at the top. Okay. So it wants to be down like this, and then I guess it's built. Yeah, it's built to hold on to this from both sides. Ooh, and it snaps. Nice. So that's that. And then it's asking for armor pieces. We're going to obviously not do that. And then F22 to go on top. So I guess we might have some outward hip rotation. Or some back outward thrusting. Let's see. Okay. So this, and it wants to be like that. Does it just log into place? Okay. So, trying to get the image right. No. So this tab part needs to be facing up. Just locks into this. Oops. Okay. I'd expect some kind of click sound, because like these you think would like clip onto it. It just goes into it kind of like a Lego brick, as opposed to being perfectly sandwiched. Okay, it snapped, and okay, no, we have a little bit of downward movement, so it's just hugging it. Oh, it twists all the way out. Okay, so I could do this. It's technically still attached. Okay. And then the skirts. So I have one skirt here. So we find the other one. Here it is. Armoring up the skirts, so we're gonna skip that. Alright, cool. And then it wants the back plate. So this is a cover. No, this is the back plate. Armoring that up. If I had it, I could do that right now, but we're not gonna do that at all. So just plug this into the back here. All empty. And then, yep. So there's not a whole lot to do here, because I feel like a lot of the leg armoring like a lot of the leg armor stuff is like the meat of it. So if we skip it, then we're not going to have much going on. It's kind of the nature of doing this. So let me just assemble some pieces here. We need flat. Oh, here we go. So I have a bunch of the toe already built. So they're all just going to clip into each other. There's nothing. If I have to like sandwich pieces together, I usually save that for the stream. But if it's like, I don't know, like a piece into a piece that holds in with friction, I might just prep it just so I don't lose them in the bag when it comes time to stream. There's a thin line between putting things together for convenience and accidentally building like a bunch of this stuff up. So I find it helps, but it sometimes takes away from the video too. So it is a very thin line. I'm gonna leave these pistons. They need to be clipped actually. And that's armor and stuff. So I might need armor if I want it to sit and balance properly. Won't be able to tell for sure until I get to that phase, obviously. I can't tell where it is. So it's probably already here then. Take to view. So this is this. So that wants to go here. Did I just flip it? I must have flipped it. So it's actually supposed to go like that. Oh, okay, cool. That was smart of me. Silly me to forget, but smart of me to do. So we'll get these PC5s. And then we'll plop them in from underneath. From underneath. So they hold just like that. Same thing over here. I can unplug or rotate this. It's not clicking properly. There you go. Do that, and then it wants armor. We're not doing that. And then I'm guessing I have something. These. So this and this. They're the same. Okay. So I'm gonna undo this very easily, and then plug it in. Oop. Unless I have the wrong side. How's that supposed to look? It's supposed to face downward. Okay. Or do I have it upside down, actually? Da, 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 da. It's got thrusters built at the bottom, so... And I can't see them in the image, so... There, and yeah. I have to flip this over to here. Okay. Okay. And then same to you. Nope, that was wrong. Mm-hmm. Okay. And then there's another smaller piece here. Here it is. I guess that's like a stabilizer or something to help with posing it. You don't normally see whatever this is. Going in at the bottom of the feet, or is that the top when you flip it? No, that's apparently the bottom. Okay. Nope. That was the step one, which I didn't articulate that was already done. So the back brace here wants this to go in somewhere. What if I shouldn't need armor because it doesn't show any armor. So this just fits in the groove? Or upside down? Okay. Oh. Jesus. They're watching sports or something? Cool. Okay. It's like a little... There you go. Some kind of like mud flap or something. I'm not really sure if that's in the right way or what it's supposed to do. Did I put that in? I put that in the wrong way. Okay. It just pops out nicely. Okay. Oh, okay. So that's the toe. I guess that's the toe. Looks like a bulldozer ramp. Okay, so I guess that's the toes. And that clips onto armor pieces we get later on. Okay. So for now we can install these little pistons that are just gonna like give the illusion of like articulation, or not articulation, of like armor shifting and pistons moving when we have it fully built. And they're all the exact same. So we got toes, and we got connecting piece. It's over here. So that's, I think, been super pre-built. Over here, is that it? That's this. So let's see, we got like one piece that holds on to these two, and then a piece that goes into it, or that it sandwiches around, and then this little piece that goes over it So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces. 2 of which aren't really doing anything. So you kind of omit that. So this is swinging side to side. Should be maybe built in the wrong direction. Because you would think. So this is for side to side pivot. Seems a bit weird. So anyways, we'll do. I'm just going to assume it's like this. And then before I push it in all the way, it was just hovering, make sure that's facing this. So it smushes into the back here. And then before I put it all the way in, I'm just going to turn the page to make sure that's what it wanted. Okay, there's a piece sticking out. Well, it should be in that direction is what it's telling me. Okay. Cool. So we got a little bit of pull here. Probably cooler to see when the armor's on, and if you've never seen it before, that's just the effect you're gonna get when it moves. And there it is. It's funny because it doesn't look like, it looks like one solid piece, but it's 2 pieces. So it wants to be up this way. Oops. One and 2. Just over here. Wants to, it's on the rise. And then this goes, I suppose like this. I think this might be wrong. Because everything else is facing downward. Let's go back. I did do this before we started the stream, so. And the pre-assembly. So let's see. 2. So that should also be facing down. Okay. How do I do this? I don't remember doing that. When was this mentioned? Yeah, during toe assembly. So yeah, of course I got that wrong. So I have to pop the leg out and move that. Undo this. Flip it out again. Just rotate it. Whoop. Get rotated. Okay. Let me do the same thing for the other leg. Okay. Do the same for this. Damn. And I just remembered. My light not on? Can't remember the last time I did that. God, I can't see nothing. It's too bright. And this was something else. There we go. I have to fucking change that again later, I'm sure. Great, that's done. Do the same thing for this. Wherever it is. Wherever you are. Here we go. Okay. You can kind of tell how this is supposed to go just because the way because in the picture it shows these things facing a direction. That's like my only indication, really. So this might also be wrong. Who knows? And then the cover for the back, if applied correctly, okay. Just because there's no armor here, so the cover goes directly on top. And there used to be these things pointing upward. That's how I knew it was wrong. Cool. So it fits flushed with the back, and it actually looks like it's armoring the sort of like motors and gears. So like, yeah, doing its real world purpose, or in-universe purpose, I'm sure. Fulfilled also in model kit, which is always cool to see. And put that in, yeah, okay. Then you pop on this armor, or is it upside down? It's not exactly fitting, I would say flush. I don't remember putting this one on. Let's take a look. No, it looks good. Just needs to... There you go. Okay. Mayhaps. And then we're building up the leg. So, here we go. So I skipped ahead a little bit, but I don't have any of those moving leg parts, at least. Not here. There we go. So I do have that already. That's here. Use this one. Okay. So it's like this. So we'll plug that in here. Good. So we can see that. Not really. It's because of this. So we have that. Lift it up, put it down, and then there's also this. Very similar, so I'm not going to show it. Up close. Okay. Do that again. Hyperextend. That's the limit. Oh. Now we'll go back in. So it might have been a different spot for it to rest at. Nope. This wasn't applying enough pressure in the right direction. Okay. So now that those two confirmed to work, we can cover them up and sandwich them together all in one. That's probably the other leg. I know, it's the wrong piece. I'm looking at it. There we go. Does it make sense? Same with you. So we'll just do the same with the other leg because it's all been done ahead of time. Not that there's much to it. Simple stuff. Okay. And this one. There you go. I need to smush them together a little bit more. Just felt a bit loose. So I'll take this, and there should be a second one over here. So we'll pick whatever leg this is. They're very, whatchamacallit? I think the word is omni, because like it's not really set which one is left or right. Oh, that is upside down. And that should fit flush together. And it just hovers on top, so it doesn't. I think that just serves to further tighten the connection. And then let's see, this is already, it has a slight dip to it. This is also, I think this is probably just aesthetic. Oh no, there is a little T-shaped thing in the back here, so this does help to connect something together. Maybe it is just aesthetic. Can't say. I have this. It's going to be for this. So this, weirdly enough, it just goes over. Weird. It's supposed to just hover because it doesn't actually click into anything. I guess it just hovers there. And then we're going to add these to lock it in place. So I see here, it looks like it clips, but it wants to clip it from the bottom. Okay, So now this is just like hovering but held in place over the shin. Kind of strange that it doesn't really clip onto anything. And then we're going to put more armor over it. So it's like just double layer shin guard. So this is not for this leg, I'm realizing. I'll take one of these. Oh. Do the same here. Didn't do the same at the top yet, I just realized. This is not fitting the same way as the other one. I wonder if it's like backwards or something. It's a much tighter fit. Okay, so I was aiming too high. Cool. And then in the back it wants me to install the thruster piece here, which you would think comes after. Is it hovering just above or just after? Other way. So thrusters rest here and then they flip up. Okay. Do. Very nice. That's all that. And then of course putting on armor, and then it just plugs into the leg here. Interesting. So it's a square hole. You got a rectangle key. As opposed to like normally we just have like balls plugging in to ball shaped holes or plugins. Alright, cool. I don't think it's gonna be able to balance itself very well. Yeah. We shall see. I don't recall. There must be one more step. Yep, there's one more step here. And that's these balls. And oh, we skipped this. These look like flaps for the skirt, so I'm just gonna check my eyes. Nope. Oh, ball. Okay. So I probably have to apply the armor so that this sticks on properly, I guess. Otherwise, I'll just leave it hovering. Yeah, totally miffed that, but it's fine. Gets the point across. So that's interesting because it is a ball shape. There is did I just misread that? 1, 2, 3. It's supposed to be a piece that goes over it. I'm guessing it's colored armor. That's why I didn't attach it. So until then, this it's not a perfect ball shape. which means I need to unplug it when we do get to putting on armor. Otherwise, I'll just leave it front facing so you can't see the back of it. Interesting, yeah. There's a few things here that are different than what we normally see in high grades and previously built master grades. So that's neat. I should mention, I guess, better now is better than ever, is that a lot of the things from this kit, which I believe is from, is it 2017? I think this was 2017. A lot of the design elements from this kit were used in the Gundam Dynamis, which we have actually built on the channel previously. So this was sort of like the test bed for all of the sniper types. Moving forward, of course. It's just nice to see the design technology get repurposed and whatnot. It's an interesting piece of lore history there. So we're gonna take this and go back to the beginning. And since we have all of this nice and built up, let's leave that here. Let me move this slightly. Yeah. It's all this negative space. I'll do this. It's actually balancing itself pretty well considering there's no smooth armor surface for it to rest on. It's just like standing on spikes. Okay. Another inner frame bag. Oh. That's this one. Not a whole lot in here. This is usually the case when it comes to the top section. And pre-built head. Whoop. As I pre-built it myself. So yeah, very interesting. And it's got the mono eye, which you usually only see in Zap's stuff, but it's supposed to be like a visor. And then there's a bunch of the cockpit already pre-built, including a little colored blue pilot. So we'll just put that next to that, along with everything else actually. So the one thing we need right now to start is going to be this, which I have a bunch of it. Already built up. Might need to take apart something. So, okay. 2-piece pegs. This is one solid piece here. Is it? Hold on. Yeah, 1, 2 pieces. We already did the piston, which is a bit much for me. I normally don't do this much, but it's a lot of small stuff to lose. And then this piece clamps over this. But we still have this here. We can take this out. I don't believe I inserted that in, did I? No, that's PC3. Which I assume is like a smooth receiver for the backpack. Just something like slide it in with so it's not plastic on plastic, I guess. Not sure what it's going to be for. Let's go in here, C3. PC3. So it tabs in. Does it specifically needs a specific rotation? So the big tab. I can't tell which is bigger. I guess it just wants to be in this sort of dim space. Sorry, these angles. thought it fell out again. Nope. I could actually. I don't think that's gonna be. That's not the backpack because it's this way. I have no idea what this is gonna be for. We'll find out. Maybe the weapon tabs into it or something. And then the cockpit. So we have this half of the cockpit already done. That's where the head goes. So we're just gonna sandwich the other piece in. Get a nice little look at that guy because I don't think he's gonna be. It's like the only time I've seen a cockpit where like I don't think the guy could ever get out of here. All the other cockpits I've built so far are just like, you know, they make sense ergonomically. But this, it's like, hey, and it's like, you can't even really do the bottom half. How's he gonna get out through there? It's like, I don't know. I would say like ergonomically incorrect. Anyways. And that just slides into here. Oh yeah, so no, I was right. No. Hold on. Shut up. What are you talking about? Okay. No. So it slides in like that. That's cool. Oh, so it is for the backpack. I was right. This isn't exactly resting. I would say flush. Am I missing something? So raise it up higher. No. It's a weird connection, I think. Or does it want to slide in here? No, it wouldn't fit through anything else. Has to be this way. But push it in until I hear a click or something. Nope. I don't like it because it's kind of just really hovering here. It's not locked in. So we'll move past it. This is gonna be where I guess the waist rotation would come from. So this here. 1, 2, yep. Like that. Okay. So there's a little thing here. Okay. That's gonna give us waist rotation. It goes about that high up. It's pretty high. And then back the far down as far. You just have to pull forward, back. Oh yeah, there you go. This has like the similar, it's got a similar ab and chest crunch to the Dynamis, I suppose. But the Dynamis obviously has more because it's more suited for the crouching snug position. Whereas this is just probably leaning into its rifle scope. That looks like armor. Yep, that's armor. So we're skipping that. And then the headpiece. We're gonna technically skip that too. So this. So I forget how to do this. Should be, oh yeah, so it's gonna be in the ears. So we gotta undo the ears. Boom, 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 boom. And the ears are holding the visor in place, so we'll just let it fall down. We're not gonna take it off. And then the head slides in. Doom. The back piece is gonna help lock it in place. And then the ears are gonna lock in the visor. It's interesting because when it's when the way I had it before, it's like flush, but now that it's attached to the head, you can kind of see the gaps that it fills in. Very interesting. Very subtle. Ba-dum. What's going on, man? Actually, no, I totally forgot now. Because I can just do the head as it was before. I'll undo that. Forget about that. Ignore it. I'm gonna do headless. Oop. Do 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 do. No, we did the toes. It just has bulky toes. Okay. Gotta hand it to me. Big shoulders. I think those are the big shoulders. Piston. Did I do that already? I did this. And this. So that's been done. Very simple. 2 to 3 pieces. And then this clips onto it. Where is that? Let me get this. Can't seem to get that one straight. Oh yeah, I can use these. Right. Can't tell if I've already applied this little cover. I assume so. That looks like armor D14. Yep. That's armor. More armor stuff. 33. So this. This. Little slide cover. There's a little line in there. I'm wondering if it's supposed to, line up. Oh. The line is here. Let me see this again. So I want to go on the other side of the arm. 1, 2. Oh, okay. Wants to be down. So this is like a wrist cover. See, cross. So cross. There you go. That felt perfect. That's obviously the wrong way. Okay. Mm-hmm. No armor. And then a polycap. Just a polycap. Weird. Because I can see there's this little nub, but it doesn't show the nub in the picture. Probably because it's going to be covered by the polycap, but that is still weird. Huh. So you have a polycap connecting the wrist to the arm, I assume. That's kind of strange. Usually just plugs right in. And we don't use polycaps in the arm. Or sorry, the hand. Oh. It wants to be done a specific way. So it wants these protruding lines to be outward. Okay. I guess because this is wider than the hand is. That's annoying because it wants to a cover. So the cover is not a piece of armor. It looks really white in the picture. That's weird. I'll just have to pop it off later. It's gonna be a little bit annoying because I'm sure it'll fly when it gets popped off. Oh, that one made a nice sound. This one made no sound. And it won't. Ouch. So we have hand already done here. I don't really need to take off the cover. I probably should, but I'm not going to. You can just slap on a pre-molded hand if I wanted to. So we'll take this and this. So PC1. And just like that. We're almost done with our frame. This plops off, takes in the polycap, and then rotate it. Suppose this can just plug in here. Hope that isn't what I think it is. Forgot. Did I forget, or is it just not used here? I did forget. It's a cover for the cockpit. We're not going to use most of that. It just slides right there. Okay. So this huge gap in the bottom, put the square in the square hole. Or should it be this way? That makes more sense because there's a hole. The holes lines up better. I guess armor is going to go through there to lock it in place, lock the two pieces together. Hard to tell. I forget what kit it is that has like a gimmick where like you attach it and then you rotate it so it locks in place. I don't think it's one that I've built. Hmm. Just randomly came to mind. I don't know. I like plugging things in and then rotating them. Makes me feel like I'm locking it in place. You know what I'm saying? That's a bunch of armor stuff it wants you to do, which I don't want to do. So that'll be this. Shoulder. I must have missed these. Oh, that's what that is. Let's see here. Nope. Actually, here in the manual, if I take a peek. Nope. Hmm. What does it want me to do with these things? Because they haven't shown up yet. No, I don't think I skipped them or missed it. This does have a little bit of a thing, and it doesn't have the gap. Oh, that's a different piece entirely. Goes over the polycap. I have no idea how to stress this out properly. Cool. I'm not going to do that for the other arm because I think it's just going to make it harder to take off later. So, almost. That's these. It's going to be where the armor connects to on the shoulder pad. Some like lighting stuff. And then it says, do the legs. Okay. Oh. And then I want you to connect this. So yeah, this locks in place like I thought it would. Is this going to be facing upward? Okay. Boom. Ba-doom. That worked. Cool. So I still don't know what to do with one of these pieces here on the arm. Maybe we'll find out in a few minutes. It's a little bit smaller than I thought it would be. And it's a lot lighter, at least at this stage. So I'm going to see here. I have a small rotating dish. Does it even fit? Oh, it fits. Okay, perfectly. Small rotating dish, which takes a single battery, which I have batteries here. I thought I'd de-stick that. And then I'm going to I haven't fiddled with this in like a year or so. This is a very slow, very quiet rotating thing. As opposed to the bigger one I was using before. I was going to take a quick break, see what this is all about, if it's anything at all. So I haven't even done that. worst thing about this is that it's got like no on-off switch. You just put a battery in or you don't. Or you don't. I'll have to properly seal that up again later. Alright. Back to the beginning. Did that. Didn't do that. Am I missing something? That's kind of silly. Anyways, so this first page, the only piece of armor to put on is this. And move on to the next page. Unless I missed something. It's hard to tell because now I'm just like skimming, and that's like my entire mentality is like I'm just skimming. Nope. Alright, the back. Extra top. That's a skirt, no? I thought I heard something fall. It was just plastic uncrumpling. I think. And then shoulder, front, back. You know, I just realized I forgot to install the backpack. It's whatever. I don't even think it really has a backpack. When the leg pieces fall off at some point. Maybe you caught that on camera. Maybe you didn't. I didn't notice. So let's see. Did I already put these in? It says 2 pieces go up there. I don't believe so. So these are either blue or like red or something, whatever they are. Oh, no, I did do that. I remember doing that. These are dark blue, so it's just like some kind of vent or something. I'm not sure what this is supposed to do. Oh, I think it just rises when you lift the arms up to a certain point. It slides in nice like there, with those grooves. Come at me, bro. And then this cuff and something else. I'm not sure if that's already there. It's already there. Come on, ergonomics. That leg's a bit loose. Hopefully it gets tighter once we built it up properly. It's like the second or third time that's popped out. This big protruding piece here needs to be rotated. And then lock in. Nope. I'm gonna have to take out the whole neck Or does it actually go the other way? To take out the whole neck, I think. So yeah, one of these is clearly bigger than the other. Does it go in the back? Oh, okay, I thought it would be in the front, but it goes in the back. Okay. Neat. Okay. I might as well just like skip out 1 or 2 steps, because like doing them in a different order, because like I know how this goes. So let's do the head again. I already did that on camera. I will say again, it's very cool that this has like an inner frame head, because I can't recall ever having to deal with one of those before. I think it's cool. Maybe I did, I just don't remember. Because like, I guess because like we're doing the whole, it's the 3rd gym, it's a master grade grunt type thing. Might just be misremembering. Whoops. I don't know what it is. This just isn't fitting properly. There you go. I can't decide where to put it. It's so cool in all these positions. Do the head. We're going back to the arm. So. Still can't identify it with my eyes. There must be something I already put in. I just don't remember and can't seem to tell the difference. Okay. So another elbow piece. I can't tell from the outside in. Yeah, the upper raised bit, yeah. Same with you. I don't know what that pose is. Just don't stare too hard at it. Give me your arm. Give me your arm. Oh yeah, let's do that actually. Well, hello, nice to meet you. I never noticed this in the back here. That's neat. form. Break that off too. I guess this is a clip-on for the shield. Is that duplicated here? It is duplicated on both sides. Okay. Is that where this comes in? Don't see anything that directly resembles this. Oh, you know, it could be because I have that other piece on. Nope. That goes on the hand. Can't quite make out what that is supposed to be. So it looks like this, but it's way more square. And it's like the same shade in the manual as this is. So you'd think it was the same color. Maybe I have it somewhere else. Well, if I do, I'm gonna have to come back to that later because I can't seem to find it. Okay. It might already be on and I just can't tell. No. I don't think that's true. Oh. Is that backwards? The way it fits, I don't think it's backwards, but it looks backwards. Let's try this. It doesn't make sense. So it goes on like this. The cross. Now I can't seem to get it back on. Just this one. Two dots. I don't know why it's showing me these because they don't help in any way. Other than it says they're not supposed to be sanded off. Just not important. Okay. So hold on, the cross goes in here. The cross-shaped piece goes in here. And then this is supposed to go on. From here. Whoopsies. Have that on flush. So so this hole is supposed to be visible. but it's not visible. Eh. Let me see. Does this go on the other arm? Oh. Yeah. So that piece seems to care which arm it's on. It's kind of interesting. I don't want to get too distracted by that, so we'll simply... Eh? Eh. Actually helps a bit, I guess. Where'd it go? There it is. Unless you didn't go anywhere. For the record. So then they can go on like that. That's interesting. Because they're, whatchamacallit, because they're like a perfect, not replica, like perfect copy. So it'd fit on the other arm the opposite way. It's the wrong way. That's cool. Well, now this won't fit at all. Right. Supposed to be like a cross shape, and then it fits. How is it supposed to fit again? Oh, there it is. I was right, it is blue. It's supposed to be like that. Where's the other one? I don't see it. And now this one doesn't fit backwards, it only fits forwards. Which I guess is fine, because I can kind of see what it's supposed to be. I have it backwards again. So there's this way. Or this way. No, this way, because it hides the gap. Like again, we discussed. Yeah. Now you can't see the hand at all, just like in the previously shown image. So I have the back piece here. And that's how it's supposed to be done. Okay, cool. Let me just do this in segments here. I just broke it. Okay. Oh, I missed this. But when did I miss that? Don't know. Should go over the head, right? Okay. Take the shoulder. Or a shoulder. This. That's not gonna go here. I guess this piece that looks like it's skirting armor goes here. And then this blue with like a red piece inside of it. Is that supposed to go on before? No, doesn't matter. Oh, it's backwards. That just fits into the plastic gap. It looks like it's protruding a little bit. It's not flush. It's probably more realistic that way. Because it is like... looks like something that was added after, like a light. So it makes sense if it protrudes a little bit like it was built after the fact. Then same over here. So we have these previously done sides, it just clips onto it. There we go. A little railing here. So it's going to clip on like that. And then do this. Nice. Forget something. Don't know what this is. Oh, that would have been the waist. So when was I supposed to do that? Here we go. It's pretty simple. Let's just go back here. I don't have to, but I want to take it off just so I can do this. Hmm. Upside down. I still don't know what to do with these things. Do I don't know. And then I don't have that other blue piece. I could not find it. I didn't look that hard for it either. Maybe it fell. These elbow pads are really annoying. Hmm. Oh. I don't remember this being so small, this little thumb piece. There you go. No, it's on backwards. Yeah, I can't quite tell because it just looks wonky. Okay. I swear it's like the lighting is changing every like 5 seconds. I just don't like the way this thing rests and the way this pops off. Can't. Yeah. Wow. Can't see anything with that arm like that. Don't know what to do with those. Alright, on to the legs. Big leg pieces. Why they're so big. Okay, so we find the crotch out here somewhere. That might be a piece of it. It's not. There we go. Oh, there it is. Then we have a 2-stage skirting armor. So this will be, maybe this goes on the back. The bulk. Here we go. So light green, light blue, dark blue. It should be the same for the other one. Light blue, dark blue. Say it's like extra reinforced armor down there. So I guess it's good for, I don't know, a sniper if you wanted to try and shoot in the legs, that it's got the extra armor to protect itself. I want to do the side skirts, but it's not here. Yeah. And the back is just a probably large blue plate. No, dark blue. With, there we go. And then it's a beam saber holder that needs to be plugged in. Where is that little C-shaped clip? I'm guessing light blue. There it is. Dark blue. On dark blue. So this wants to be facing down, and this wants to have it out. Oh, okay. I forgot this thing is 2 pieces put together, so it like bends. There's a slight bend to it. Not sure what the point of that is. Hmm. I don't know how this wants to fit in. Okay, so it wants to wrap around this. It's the reason why it moves. Okay. And then, yeah, it gives it that extra bit of space. And then with that space, you can actually move it flush or have it stick out, like one over the other. It's hard to see from far away, I'm sure. But that's what's happening. Don't look. There we go. So starts in the toes. If I could do that with this on. This is the shin, the back. There we go. I'm guessing this is the top of the feet. This is the back, which I just have those two pieces together. This is obviously the bottom, and then the second one of that. Here it is. Okay. Something else. This is the skirting armor. Tippy toe. And I have no idea what that is. Oh, it's for the backpack. I think that's everything. Okay. So, I want to clamp like this. Okay. It's gonna be harder to do with the ankle guard on. I might want to have to take it off. I might have to. Yeah. Oh no, a little bit more room here. So, it doesn't say which one to do first. So I assume any order is fine. I'm seemingly not getting this one in its exact spot. Like, what the heck? The other one, like the left half of it's in, the right half isn't. I wonder if there's a nub or something in the way. Looks like it. Let's get at that with my finger now. Yep. Looks like it's gone. If that was the problem, should it be dealt with by now? So let's see. Toes. Back. Yep. Got it. Cool. And then oh, okay, one was supposed to come before this. I'm guessing the blue. This is gonna be in the back. So the back. So then what is this piece here? Is that also here? Or is this in the back? this wanted to go in before the toes. Can I still do it? Yes, because of the lift. Okay. It's cool I haven't had to disassemble it so far. And then they always do this, where they have this little flip connect to something way larger than it. I've never seen the flap piece used, the flap at the foot, be used to just like connect it to something that's the same size as it. It's always bigger than the flap. And then I'm probably gonna have to remove this block here. Yep, the safety guard. So I can get that on. Minimal disassembly required. Cool. We have an armored toe. It's not perfectly flush. There's like a little gap in between, but it's like a balanced gap. Nice toe bend. And then a little bend at the back. So it's 3 points of contact. Oh, and it's balancing itself. I wonder if it'll be able to balance the weight of the whole thing. Do like a little matrix dodge. And then this came out, unfortunately. Okay. Remove that to reattach this. Well, since we have it removed, I'm just gonna go by logical sense on how this works. And then here. It's nice that it connects to a rubber piece, so it actually has that rubberized motion. Or sorry, articulation. Because if it was one solid piece, it would like probably crack a little in the middle. It would be more rigid. Not required. So let's do the same here. That's much different, isn't it? Huh. Let's just pull the whole thing in. I can't see anything at all because of the damn sun. Let's see the other half. That's weird. Maybe mold or something. Another nub, but it's on the inside. Weird. Not sure why that would even be there in the first place. Oh, you know what? I think it's just that the toe is flat. Is that lifting up the toe seem to fix that? My bad. So the skirting armor is supposed to lock the back brace in place. Back brace in place. Can't seem to get that looking right. Oh, no. That's something else. Did that without looking. Did that already. And it wants to do this. So there's a slide here. I guess it wants this. Yep. Don't have to raise it, but we will. And there's a little tab for this to click into. Assuming it's on the right foot even. Great. Slide to the back. Slide to the front. I missed it. Oh, and it rose up. Oh, you know, is it because it's separating armor? Or because I'm off by a centimeter or something? Oh no, they're overlap. They're like, what do you call it? I don't know. It's kind of like they're parallel, but they're not flush. There's a better word for that, I'm sure. That is just the backpack. Did I? I didn't. And then... Oh, there it is. It's inside the armor there. Since you're already here. This probably wants to be in the back and it's upside down. So now we're kind of covering the little gap between that and that. There's something should go in here, I'm guessing. We'll get there when we get there. Is this gonna go? Where is it? Okay. And this wants to go first. I think they want me to bend this. Oh no, they don't want this to be here at this time, do they? Yeah. And I think I need to lift this, so there's room for this. Yep. Wow. That just looks beautiful. Like it's... Yeah, there's almost no seam. Wow. These are... Let's do that. Lower that. I'm missing something here. Right, here's the aforementioned little cup that goes around these ball. Shaped leg bearings. I can just pop this, so I don't have to pop the whole thing. So it's kind of weird that these are only on one side. You know what? I actually do need to take the whole thing out because it's I don't know where that last bump came from. Yep. looks weird. It looks like a head. Oops. Sunken in, that's the word. It's a little sunken in. Is it? It's supposed to be like that. This just has this little tab here, like something else is supposed to connect to it. Perfectly covered with armor, so that looks really cool. Move that a little bit closer. That looks really cool. So it just lines flush with the armor, and also hidden. I'm not sure why it's got that piece protruding out of it again. Great. Oh, there's more armor. More stuffs. Oh no, I just did that unprompted. This goes over the thruster, so that's what these little tabs are for. It's a little too high up. It looks like the thruster. Actually, the red bit of it. Yeah. It looked like it was getting blocked by the armor, but it's not. Oh, it's for the backpack. All this extra stuff I'm looking at. It's going to be for the backpack. And then this little blue plate here. I'm guessing it's supposed to be at the top. Yep, there's a little hole here. Fits in just perfectly. You see, it's supposed to be locked in like that. It looks like it's locked in, but it's not. Fits in perfectly flush. Neat. Oh, it's going to cause problems because this ball doesn't rotate. Very back heavy. Got that combat visor locked in. Yeah, still don't know. Alright, the backpack. Oh. So these go into here. Left side, right side. So building this. So one piece is covered, the top piece isn't covered. Is that it? So like this. Okay. I guess these are supposed to be like for containing fuel or something, because I thought the thrusters would connect into it. And they have articulation, I assume. Strange. It could technically be a placeholder for something else. Which... Oops. So 1, 2, and then this. Held like that. Doesn't look... Oh no, it is this. Okay. This huge back piece goes like this. That doesn't look right. Oh. It's like 3. Okay. So this one. Bigger than the last one, not bigger than the whole of it. So this and this. This tiny piece. Tinier piece. I'm supposed to go over it somewhere. This thing is huge. Whatever this is. that wants to go through the hole. There you go. Great. And then you put thrusters in. It doesn't matter because they're all the same. Well, these ones are at least the same. Oh, there's a hole at the bottom. That's where it goes. Is that the first thing that dropped that I have to get up for? It is. Put those tweezers in there. Where'd you go? Almost hit the table. Desk. Yep. Guess I should have followed the manual and put these in before plugging. Because this only goes in one specific way. I have to like rotate it to find the sweet spot. Done. So these are actually little thrusters. Now that I can see the venting, I couldn't see that before. And if I'm not mistaken, I think this is the plug for the Master Grade Striker packs from Gundam Seed. I'm not 100% sure because I don't have any of those to compare it to. So anyways. Now the model is complete, but the kit is not quite fully assembled. We still got a gun and a beam. I think it's a beam submachine gun? No. Pretty sure it's just a regular submachine gun. So yeah, pretty simple stuff. I do think the stand is actually a little bit more interesting, but it's not that complicated. So I have it all pre-assembled. Then we have our action hands. Nice little... I was gonna say... Kind of like the ground type Gundam shield, although it's a lot bigger. Goes into stand mode. Beam submachine gun with detachable clip, so bullpup, and it's not a beam weapon. Those come after. You have 3 clips. I thought it was only 2 clips. Okay. Ammunition, standard beam saber. So those are gonna plug into the back. Stand adapter. So what hand do we use for holding the gun? It's gonna be this one. Would be this one. There it is. So this hand actually goes into the gun. It's something you don't really see a lot of in high grade anymore. Because now they're kind of all just like round or square hands. I'm trying to get this pegged in correctly. There you go. Then it fits into the square hole. because everything goes into the square hole. Then these are hard to parse out just by looking at them. This is a left hand or a right hand. I'm gonna assume the open hand. Or I have two open hands. Okay. Cool. And unfortunately, this hand broke, and I can't find the backing for it. It's whatever. So yeah. Let's plug in the beam sabers. It's probably where they're gonna stay forever, because what am I gonna do with a sniper rifle and a beam saber? Get way in there. I don't think that end crunch is going to do too much. There's some clashing armor pieces here, so I can't turn it too far to the side here, unless I use ankle pivot. There you go. Probably get a lot more crunch in here. Yeah, a bunch more. Cool. And then, just because we're having such a good time, let's plop out the boys. Well, that really puts it into perspective, huh? If I had more time, I could probably set up some grunt suits or something. That'd be fun. Actually, I was just thinking that'd be funny if I had them like duke it out to see like which is the best GM. That's weird. It's not in the box. Where did I put that one? Oh, you know what? He's in the rack. Let's pull him out really quick. I was on the shelf. There. Can you tell which one is the favorite? Anyway. One of these things is not like the other, but they very much look the same. Was that not even on camera the whole time? That's crazy. I could have sworn. Alright. Gym boys who love working out noise. Yeah. That's gonna do it for me. I hope to be back very soon, but God only knows with the way my stuff turns out. Anyways, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you like the content you see here, remember you can hit me up on the Discord. We can talk about stuff and what you liked about it. If you enjoyed the video here live on Twitch, I encourage you to hit the notification bell, get notified whenever we go live, which could be whenever. And if you're new to the channel or just catching up, you can do that on the YouTube. I have playlists, all the videos archived and whatnot. You can like and subscribe to that. And yeah, without taking up any more of your time, again, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, keep on dreaming. Poutine, out! Peace.